Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is Friday and I did get a coupon email from Savers. I think it's 40% off women's and men's clothing only. I don't know if it was a coupon that was sent to everybody that's part of the membership program or just some people. So I thought I would use it because it's only for today and tomorrow. I'm sure it's going to be super busy in there. Savers always is, and I don't understand why, because it is the most expensive thrift store in our town. So I did have a really good bins day yesterday, so I kind of thought I'd make a video and we could see, what has better inventory. The bins, which I already said is kind of biased because I had a good day, or Savers, but we'll see, because I feel like the more richer type people seem to go to Savers in my town. I do find a lot of good brands there. They're just normally very overpriced. But with 40% off, that can kind of, help with the pricing a little bit, so we'll see. So I'm going to head over to Savers now, and I'm not sure how much footage I'll get. It'll depend on how busy it is. If it's really busy, I'm not gonna, have my phone out in everybody's faces, but we'll see. And then once I'm done, we'll come back and I'll do a haul from both places, and then we can kind of see what the inventory looks like and how much everything costs from each place. I liked the look of this dress, I just didn't really like the cut of it. If I would have found this at the bins, I probably would have picked it up. $16, even with 40% off, is just too much. This was Love Nation. They made quite a few of like the Miss Me type jeans. These just had a little bit too much wear. This was a torrid, like mermaid type look, one-piece swimsuit. I normally do quite a few torrid swimsuits, but this one was $20, and it was just a little bit dated with this style. These were a pair of American Eagle shorts. They were only $6.29. I think they were a newer style, like the baggy something, but shorts don't make a lot of money for me. Okay, so we are back home now, and I got some footage. It was pretty busy in there. When I first got in there, it was so-so, and then I think people got out of school, college, whatever, and it just got really busy. I'm going to start with the Savers stuff, and then we'll get into the stuff with the bins, because there's a couple real goodies in there that I want to wait until the end. So Savers, I got 11 items for $53.82. I did save $34.08 with the coupon. It was definitely a coupon for everyone because they had big signs up about it, so that's why I'm assuming it was so busy. So with that being said, my average cost of goods was $4.89, which isn't horrible, especially for Savers. There wasn't anything like spectacular, I guess, in here. We'll start with this one. This is a new to me brand, Killstar. I saw this tag and I was like, I need to look at what this is. On the bottom of the tag, it says, "It's not my fault you thought I was normal." So that made me think like this might be a Doll's Kill type thing, some sort of witchy brand. They originally wanted $11.29, and it's a maxi skirt, but it is like semi-sheer to a mini skirt, if that makes sense. And then it kind of has like a little bit of an asymmetrical hemline. I would have preferred if this was maybe more lace or something a little bit more going for it, and it is only a size small. I did see a comp though for this exact skirt that sold in a small, I think for $30, so I thought I would give it a try. This is a pair of Old Navy corduroy flare pants. I've sold this style, I think, 3 times now. This is a size 20 and in the same colorway. I think this is pretty popular, maybe more so in the fall, but it's definitely giving kind of 70s vibe with the brown corduroy flare, and a plus size. These they only had marked at $4.49, which was great. These I am trying out based on style. Crown and Ivy, this brand I don't really think is much. It's mainly this style. It was new at tags, size 8. They wanted $9.49 for these, which is kind of high, but I've been seeing on all the videos that I've been watching about the spring and summer trends, like pastel colors, especially pastel pink, yellow, and green are going to be very big. Gingham print's going to be very big. Preppy, yachting, like prep school, old money, that whole vibe is going to be big this summer. So I wanted to try these out. It's in this really pretty pink and white. It has this little detail on the bottom. These are like a capri too, which is kind of in. It's kind of that Y2K. So I'm going to try these out. I don't think I'm going to get too much for them, but we'll see. This is Dress Barn, one of my favorite brands to sell in these older styles. What size is this? 10. It was only $6.79, which was great. This is kind of a funkier print. Just like a little flutter sleeve midi. I'd say about a midi length dress. I liked the colors on it. It's still spring, but it's still kind of grunge, still kind of goth. Like if you're looking for something that you don't want super bright floral. I'm going to try these on and see if they fit me. I feel like they might be too long, but they're just a pair of Old Navy joggers. Just a pair of pull-on joggers. If you've never worn Old Navy, like workout wear, their athleisure stuff, what are these ones called? I think they're the Quick Dry. The Quick Dry is the most comfortable pair of pants I've ever worn. I keep looking for them at the bins. I found 2 pairs now and they're absolutely amazing. These were $9.29, a little bit more than what I wanted to spend, but if they are personal use, that's okay. I had gone back and forth on this just based on the shape of it. The colorway, the print is perfect, but the shape is a little, I don't know. It's CJ Banks, size 3X. They wanted $10.99, but everything was 40% off. It's like this shawl cardigan. I wish the sleeves were like ruffled or had like a bell sleeve or something, but I think this could go with people that are more mature and looking for this style, and I think it could go for like the younger crowd with like the witchy whimsy goth. I would have preferred to find something like this at the bins just because I wasn't 100% sure on it, but I mean you could almost use this as like a swim cover up too, so it could go a couple different ways. It was very hard for me to look through the tops because I find so many of them at the bins for so much cheaper and at Goodwill. This one was only $4.99. It's Kathy Lee collection, vintage, size, where are we? Extra large. Pretty much anything in this colorway where it's like that deep red wine almost burnout velvet with black floral, I will pick it up. This always seems to move in tops, dresses, skirts. So I don't think this will be a problem moving. This is a Fashion Bug, size large, vintage. They wanted $5.49. Just this really pretty dark romantic baby doll with these big roses. And then it has a smaller floral print here in this trim. 3/4 sleeve, almost semi-sheer. Probably selling Depop. This is the brand Studio, 1940. I've sold quite a few pieces from this brand too, a lot of dresses. You can see that. It's an extra large. This colorway was perfect. It's that really pretty pastel pink. And it does have this little, does it have a bow? Yeah, this little tiny bow. So it's going with the theme for what's going to be popular this summer. It also is dainty. It has that crinkle material that seems to be pretty popular. Kind of that baby doll neckline. And this one was $5.49. They had a couple pairs of Judy blue jeans there that were new with tags. This is the only one I picked up just because they had them marked up a little high. These were $11.49. They're the slim boot cut in a size 11 or 30. The other two were skinny and they had a lot of distressing. If they would have just been skinny without the distressing, I maybe would have. Comps looked better on those. But this is just your nice traditional dark wash boot cut jeans. Comps looked pretty good. They're new with tags. Probably get like 25 to maybe 35. And then the last item I was actually surprised they only had marked for $5.29. I think they maybe didn't recognize the brand. It's John Galt, which is part of Brandy Melville. I'm not sure if short overalls are still really popular, but I know Plato's would take these in a heartbeat, and they normally mark this brand up. So I would at least make my money back if they don't sell on my own. Now we're on to the stuff from the bins. This is going to Plato's Closet. Is just the brand Zaya. I don't really sell that myself. Just a pair of black, like tapered, almost a jogger pair of pants. And then this Shein top, we'll see. They're always taking mushroom stuff and kind of like moon witchy stuff. Just a little crop top. And then this one is going to ThredUp, Lafayette 148. They normally price that pretty high. There's some bins dust on this, so this needs to get washed. But it's just a black, like, sleeveless tunic. Okay, so on this trip, besides those 3, I did get 26 items at $1.79 a pound. So I paid, what, $30, leaving me with $1.15 per piece. This is the brand Altered State, which I don't think is, a great brand to remember by any means. I've sold a couple of pieces by them, but this is more style-based. This is very, kind of like flirty, preppy academia. It has these cute little ruffle sleeves, mini skirt on this one, and it does zip in the back. This is from the brand Prana, size large. I normally do pretty well with these like athletic type dresses. This one has a really pretty open back. In this polka dot print, it does have pockets. I don't pick up a lot of Harley Davidson anymore just because it is so oversaturated, but this is a little bit different. This was, what size? A size large. And this is a women's button-up. It's semi-sheer, but it does have like this bling eagle hit on the back. So this, I think, could go 2 ways. It could go for the younger crowd with kind of that Mick Bling type look, or the more mature women that ride Harleys or their husbands ride Harleys or whoever. This one does need to get washed. I'm not expecting to make a whole lot for this, but I just couldn't leave this one behind. You don't really see blouses by Harley very often. This was a style-based pickup. I've never heard of this brand before. Angels and Diamonds, size small. This one has a lot going for it. It fits into kind of that McBling, cyber emo, grunge, MySpace thing with this big, what is that, a heart? I think that's a big type of heart there. And then it has these great lace sleeves, and then the whole back is lace. And it's see-through too, so it's pretty revealing. I did pick up a couple kids items. I normally don't. The only things that are kind of an exception, I'm using Once Upon a Child again. So we're going to try that out. I didn't pick any of that stuff up today. And the other, like, 2 exceptions would be vintage clothing, which I have here, or if it's like a really good brand in outerwear, or I don't know, it'd have to be something pretty good. This is the brand Tiny Tots. It's a size, I think 3. Yeah, 3. And this is just the cutest thing. It's a little jumper set. This gets tied in the back, and it has these little butterflies on here. Really cute pastel colors on this. It's in excellent condition. There's maybe a little... It's in excellent condition other than having a little bit of pilling, which I should be able to use my sweater shaver on. There's no stains. This one also needs a little bit of depilling as well. It's from the brand, where is it? Jolene. And this is a size 2T. This little floral ruffle little dress. No staining on this one. And then the last item, this one is pretty rough, but I just could not leave it behind. I believe the top says 1983, but I can't quite read it. There is no brand. Oh, it is Pilgrim. But this is a vintage Bugs Bunny sweatshirt. There's a whole bunch of holes in this. There's some staining. I'm not going to try and treat any of the stains just because this fabric is pretty thin. So whoever buys it, they can stain treat it if they want. I'm not anticipating getting a whole bunch for this, but especially stuff from like kid stuff from the 80s. If it's in decent condition like this, I'll pick it up just because I don't want it to get thrown away. You know, it's made it this far. So this, I don't really know what it is. There were no interior tags. So I'm probably going to market it as like a sleep robe, nightgown type robe, but maybe even a swim cover up. It doesn't close, so it's just open front, semi-sheer black with this floral detail on the front. This is Banana Republic. What size was this? A small. It is new with tags. I did look up comps on this one just because it is so plain. You know, it's just a blue mini dress, and comps looked actually pretty decent. Like anywhere from 30 to 40. I don't know if that, you know, I will give that, but even if I got 25, I would be okay with this. I just love the style of this. It's very retro, this cute little fit and flare. It's almost giving like rockabilly kind of look here, but also modern at the same time. And it has these cute little buttons. So I was happy to find this, and it has a lot of stretch. The fabric feels nice. This is from Liz Claiborne. It is 67% wool. It is a true wrap skirt. This probably won't sell until the fall, but that buffalo check plaid is always popular then. It does have a little fringe. It's like a blanket wrap skirt. What size is this? Size 6, so a little bit smaller, but I think this will do well. I have a very hard time leaving behind like these 70s tops. This one, I can't read the tag anymore, but I just really liked the colorway on it. It's almost like my grandma used to wear aprons that were kind of similar to this, but this seems to be more of a top just based on, you know, what I'm seeing. There aren't any pockets. It's a very thin material, perfect for the summer. This one also does not have tags, but I'm pretty sure I've sold like this exact top before. It's black, but almost like with a green tint to it. And it has lace trim all over. It's semi-sheer. It's just a slip top. It has a deep V in the front and the back. Soft surroundings, I'm very particular on what I pick up. This was a size large, and I got it based on the style and fabric. It is silk. This whole front piece is silk. And then it does have this beading detail on the front. I'll have to look at the stock photo. I mean, I guess it could be a dress. It'd be pretty short. I think it might be more of like a tunic, just based on this brand's style. This is CJ Banks, size 2X, another style-based pickup. Very grunge, very with this green and brown kind of grungy colorway. And then it also has some sequin, and then I don't know if it's picking up, but there's like gold flower print on there as well. Coldwater Creek, this is an extra large. This is actually a pearl snap, which I thought was pretty interesting. I really liked the colorway on this. At first I thought it was just dirty, but I think it's just like a tan wash kind of over this cream color with this black floral. Semi-sheer, has like a western fit to it. So these I do need to fix. It is missing one button, which is not a big deal. I'll see if there's still a button somewhere in here. Hopefully there is. But these are a pair of Abercrombie & Fitch older, like kind of heavyweight cargo shorts. These have been in style for quite a while. I believe that they still will be this summer. This is from R&M Richards. I believe this might be from like JCPenney's, Dillard's, something like that. I always pick up these little cover-ups. I'm pretty sure this was probably a 2-piece set, but I only found the jacket. I know a lot of ladies like to wear these over dresses, especially at weddings or special occasions, Christmas, church, all of that, and you don't necessarily need to have the matching dress. This is black and, you know, sparkly, so you could put it with just about anything. And it's new with tags, size 2X. This is Old Navy extra large, still new with tags. Just this cute little balloon sleeve, kind of peasant top. It's all black. This one, I don't know this brand. I think it says Lukaku. I just like the style of this. It's definitely kind of giving like Britney Spears vibes. It does have these little embellishments here underneath the chest. Very Y2K. Originally, I was going to give this swimsuit to Plato's Closet, but once I kind of felt it a little bit more, I was like, I should probably look into it. It has a really good feel to the swimsuit. It doesn't feel cheap or anything. The brand is Andy. I had never heard of it before. This might be a brand to be on the lookout for. Comps looked really good. A lot were selling. It seems to be popular. This is a really pretty like mauve color, all over ditzy print. I don't know if this was ever even worn. It feels really good. It doesn't have any pilling or anything on it, so I'm happy about that. I have been experimenting with Express a little bit here. This is a size large, just a plain black top. Just kind of giving office siren with this cute little like ruched detail, I guess, or gathered detail. These little flutter sleeves or bat sleeves, whatever you want to call them. So I think I'm going to kind of go that route with this. Office siren, workwear, maybe even going out top for someone that just likes the brand Express. Okay, so now we are getting into the good pieces. If I had to guess, I'm assuming these all came from the same person because they're pretty out there in style. This is that Ollie and Hattie. This is that Ollie and Hallie. I've sold, what did I sell? 2 tops, I think, from this brand, and they sold very quickly. The two tops I did find were pretty quirky looking, so after looking into the brand, I think it's kind of, that's their vibe. This is an extra large. And these, I had to look up the stock photo because I was like, I don't know about this, but comps looked really good. These are actually shorts, like short overalls, but it's a patchwork. I can't even show it all. It's a patchwork. It's super baggy. It's kind of giving like almost clown scarecrow, I guess. But like I said, the comps were really good. I'm assuming this is like a boutique brand because there were quite a few sold that were all new with tags for like $80. So this I think will do well. This one has a little stain on the hood, so I need to deal with that. But it doesn't seem to be like anything bad. I think it's just kind of bins dirt. This is blue velvet, large, extra large. This also seemed to be kind of in the same vibe. It's super oversized. It's short sleeved. It has that mismatch patchwork kind of gathered in the front. Everything's really kind of distressed. And then the back has this lace hood, this lace panel. So the comps were kind of similar on this one as well. And then I think this is the winner for the two hauls. I had never heard of this brand either, and I was shocked at how much it goes for retail and for resale. The brand is Jaded Gypsy. Here's the tag. It's a free size. I can't find this exact colorway. I'm gonna have to keep looking a little bit, but it's like this really oversized poncho with, I don't even know what's happening. It's like similar to those other ones, really mixed matched patterns. Honestly, it's like almost clownish, but, and then it has this big patch in the back. So if anyone knows anything about this brand, let me know. I will be looking more into it. But this one, I hope is the winner. The last three items that I showed you, I'm hoping they don't sit around for a long time. Personally, I don't see a lot of people wearing this kind of stuff, but I do live in a smaller town in Wisconsin, so I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so that is all from the bins haul. So let me know in the comments below if you had a favorite piece, or let me know which one you think won. I honestly think the bins haul did, just because there's more better stuff. The Savers was just kind of meh, you know, like normal run-of-the-mill thrifting. But I feel like the bins had a little bit more of a variety of items. So as always, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure to give it a like. It really helps out the channel, and I really appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!